So back in 2019, Citroen unveiled themselves as a brand in the Indian market. 2021, they introduced the all-new Citroen C5 Aircross. The very next year, 2022, they introduced the C3, and this year, that's the starting of the year, they introduced the EC3, which is essentially an electric version of the C3 that they launched previous year. Now, what you see over here is an all-new offering from the brand. So hi guys and welcome to DriveSpark. I'm Promeet, and let's quickly start this video and I'll tell you everything you need to know about the all-new Citroen C3 Aircross. So let's start talking about the front end of the car. Now the very first thing you'll notice that this thing gets two DRLs. You get one over here and one over here. Well, this is the headlight housing. It does not get any LED headlights, not even in the top variant. But you can see it gets a halogen bulb or a reflector with a high and a low beam. You also get a halogen fog light over here. Again, it's a reflector, no projectors in this car. Well, however, with the overall look, a projector would have looked really nice on this. You can see that there is very minimum chrome present on the car at the front end. You have this chrome stripes and you have the Chevron logo. Again, that's the surrounding is chrome, the center part is piano black. You can see most of the front grille is finished in this piano black finish, and over here you have some elements that actually look really nice. This is the secondary grille and you get some silver accents on this cufflets. So overall, if you see, considering these hood lines and creases, the car really looks nice from the front end. Now moving on to the side profile, I will give you a minute and I'll allow you to see how the side profile actually looks like. It's actually very nice. You do not get a lot of chrome on the side as well. Where you can see that the window trims are finished in this black. You also get this silver roof rails. However, the roof is finished in black, so obviously there is a dual tone combination going on over here. Body lines and pieces, you can see it starts all the way from here, ends somewhere in between, then again starts from here and connects to these tail lights that are present over here. So these are basically wraparound tail lights and DRLs. At the front, you get basic door handles, you get a key fob for your key, and you get blacked out ORVMs with an integrated indicator. Now, this indicator is an LED unit, and you can see you get some body cladding, makes the car look much more bulkier, muscular, gives it a better road presence from the side, and you get 200 mm of ground clearance, which actually will help you because, as Citroen says, that the floorboard of this thing is completely flat, so you'll be able to use all the 200 mm of ground clearance with this. You can also do some mild off-roading with this car since it's a 4x2 and not a 4x4, so please don't take it hardcore off-roading. Since it has 200 mm of ground clearance, it won't touch anywhere. And you can also see that these beautiful 17-inch alloy wheels, they are 4-spoke diamond cut alloy wheels. They actually go overall well with the car's size. Now coming to the rear section, you will again notice that there is a lot of piano black finish going on over here. There is again no chrome. The only part that you will find in chrome are these logos over here that are present. You have the PureTech logo, you have the Citroen logo, and you have the C3 Aircross logo. That's the only thing that's present in chrome, and a little bit of chrome again around these logos. Rest everything you can see it's finished in this piano black finish. Actually looks nice, looks sporty. You also have the spoiler, a shark fin antenna, you get a wiper with a washer, defoggers, and you again get these sensors over here. There is a parking camera, but there is no adaptive guidelines to it. You again get this silver finishing, some reflectors over there, and to open the boot, actually it should be somewhere around here, but it's way down over here. So when you open the boot, you'll notice that this is the camera, and that's the request sensor for the boot, and this is for the boot light obviously. So yeah, that's how you open the boot with the help of hydraulic struts. So yeah, that's how much boot space you get. No, I'm just kidding. So basically what you get over here is basically this is the 7-seater variant. You have it in a 5-seater or a 7-seater configuration. So these are the 2 seats. I will just show you, I'll just keep my bag and I will show you how much space you actually get. So when the third row is up, you can see that only this bag is going, and that too I had to press it inside. So yeah, this is, but if you need space, you can fold it down obviously, but there's one more thing you can do. Lift it from here and there is a lever over there. You just pull it out and there you go. The seat will come out. You can keep it at home and you can just have around 511 to maybe 512, maybe 515 liters of boot space when you have these seats removed. And to install it, it's a simple procedure. You just hook it back like this, clamp it on, and you're good to go. So yeah, that's the boot space of the car, and the boot lid is pretty light and is easy for you to close. So now we'll check out the interiors of the C3 Aircross and we'll start it with the third row. So to open the third row, you have a lever over here. The seat tumbles and oh my god, oh, ouch. Okay, so height 6'1", for reference, knee room 0, leg room absolutely 0. There is an adjustable headrest, but again, headroom, as you can see, like for tall people, obviously this is not meant for tall people. This is either meant for children or people with short height. But if you're sitting over here, trust me, you will be uncomfortable. But anyway, you have 2 more seats. If you don't want it, you can take it out, as I showed you. So this is how you enter the third row, and to get out, obviously you will have to make a lot of effort in coming out. Oh my god, this is too much. So yeah, that's how you enter and exit the third row. But for me, it's a little difficult because I am tall. So now let's talk about the second row. And to get in the second row, again, you can see that if you don't mind your head, again, for reference, I'm 6'1", you have to mind your head and get in. So now we are at the second row of the C3 Aircross, and as you can see over here, that this seat is adjusted according to my height. Well, as far as legroom is concerned, there's only like a finger gap. Knee room, legroom is, I mean, legroom is fine. Knee room has slight issue for tall people. Again, 3 people won't be very comfortable over here, but yeah, 2 people can go comfortably. There are 2 adjustable headrests. There's 1 headrest for the third person, but that is not adjustable over here. Again, there's one thing that I don't understand, that the 5 seating variant gets a center armrest, but this supposedly does not get it. It will fold down with the armrest as well, but it does not get it. So I mean, if you're 2 people sitting over here, you'll have to rest your hand on your leg, and you do not get any AC vents. However, you get 2 Type A charging sockets, and what you see over here is the blower. It's not an AC unit. It's basically a fan blower, and this will help cool down the cabin for the third row seating and the second row. But this is pretty noisy. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but if I just put it on 1, okay, 1 might not be heard right now, but if I put it on 3, yeah, it is definitely noisy in 1, and I think, yeah, it will cool down the cabin fast. But this is the setup that they have at the rear end, and you have 2 magazine holders behind the seat. Rest, you can see headroom is pretty decent. Underthigh support is fine because the seats are very nice. They are very cushiony, soft seats. But yeah, this is the issue. Well, let's go at the front seat and I'll tell you more about that. So now let's hop onto the front end. That's the driver's side. And entering here won't be difficult. You won't hit your head if you're tall, and that's the door thud that you just heard. So yeah, once you enter the cabin, you will see that it's a pretty spacious cabin. It's got a wide and a big windscreen. Plus, one thing that I noticed, that these pillars will create some sort of blind spot, but you will get used to it. Again, the ORVMs are a little small, but you'll have to manage with that. Tech wise, you can see you get a 10.25 inch touchscreen over here. You get a 7-inch cluster over there. This is again fully digital. Looks actually nice. It gives a pretty sporty feel over here. So basically you can customize this cluster, and there are 3 themes available for this. If you want minimum readout, if you want a little bit readout, if you want the maximum readouts on the cluster, everything can be customized according to the driver's need. Well, this has wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and you also have the Citroen Connect with this, where you can connect your phone, and there are 35 plus features that you get with this, so you can easily explore and get a lot of information about the car through this or through your phone. Well, just below that you have the AC vents that are just like the same on the C3. Below that you have a manual AC. You do not get an automatic climate control over here. You get 2 charging sockets. One is a Type A, one is a 12 volt. You have a lot of storage space for your phone, for your wallet, bottles over here. And if you notice that the dashboard is basically, it's a triple tone. They're actually it's a 4-tone dashboard, you can say. So basically you have this matte black, you have this kind of a theme that is present. So there are 2 kind of options that you get. So basically you can choose your interiors according to the exterior, and you have 2 interior choices, and that is free of cost. Citroen will do it when you buy the car, so there is no additional cost added to that. Plus again you get this brushed aluminum finish, and this beige finish, which overall enhances the premiumness of the car. And let's talk about the steering wheel. So steering wheel is a leather wrapped steering wheel. Obviously the grip is really nice. You have steering mounted controls over here which control the infotainment system and the instrument cluster. So you can basically toggle through both these screens through these buttons. Makes your life really easy. Steering wheel only gets a tilt, it does not get a telescopic adjustment. Well, however, if it had a telescopic adjustment along with the manual height adjuster in the seat, the driver would have found the driving position instantly and would not have an issue. Comfort wise, the driver gets an armrest. Luckily, the driver gets it. You don't get it at the rear, neither does the passenger get it. So yeah, the driver's side is very comfortable. Seats again comfortable, decent under thigh support. It's a little hard, the seat, for some reason the driver's side, I mean the front seat's a little hard compared to the rear seats, but overall, I mean, you will not find it very difficult to sit over here for long journeys. And on that note, let's quickly take this car on a spin and I'll tell you how it is to drive on the road. So guys, now we are at the driving seat of the all-new C3 Aircross, and first things first, let me tell you the engine brief on this. Now, this is powered by a single petrol engine option with a single gearbox option. So, this is a 1.2 litre turbo petrol engine that Citroen calls it the Gen 3 turbo petrol engine. It's a very advanced, very highly refined petrol engine. So, this comes mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox only until now. They do not have an automatic, but I'm sure in the future they might have an automatic, but as of now it's only available in one petrol engine. That's a 1.2 litre turbo petrol and that's mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox. Now talking about the power delivery is linear at the start, but once the turbo kicks in and the boost is built up, after that the car just shoots. Let me just show it to you. So right now we are in second gear. We are doing around say 40 kilometers an hour, and if I put my foot down, so once you'll see that initially, and once the boost kicks in, you just, yeah, I mean definitely triple digit speeds come in like this. But yeah, I mean the one thing that we noticed is that the third gear is the best gear to roam around the city. If you just put it on third gear and you leave the accelerator completely, it'll come to a speed at around 26-27 where you're not giving accelerator, but the car is crawling without knocking, and if you floor it from there also, there will not be any knocking and it will pick up. Obviously it will be a slow pickup. Again, once the boost kicks in, it will just kind of slowly shoot because it's on a higher gear. But third gear, I think you can use it the maximum within the city. You don't need to change it to second or fourth. You can change it to second. Obviously when you're overtakes will not be a problem. It is just, I mean, since it's a turbo petrol engine, come on guys. So for example, you see the car just overtook us and within no time we'll just overtake the car. So I was doing say 60 kilometers an hour and here we go. We have overtaken this car. So I mean, yeah, overtaking will not be a problem at all whatsoever. But the only problem you'll have is that this car has a lot of body roll. Yeah, so 200 mm of ground clearance. Obviously, it's a soft suspension setup for a lot of comfort. So couple that and you have enormous body roll. I mean, yeah, too much. So in fact, too much as in the sense, we were standing at the side of the road and we were discussing something within the car, and a car passed by us, not a bus, a car passed by us, and the full car like was shaking like for like a couple of seconds. When a bus passed by us, it was shaking for even a couple of seconds more. So I mean, just saying, it's a light car, it's a tall car, sits high, it's light. So obviously you have that body roll and you will have that effect. But obviously when you are fully seated, I think when you're 7 people traveling, the car will be loaded, it will be heavy. So the body roll will reduce at that time. But if you're 2 people going or alone going, oh my god, there is too much of body roll. But yeah, everything stays under control. The steering wheel is very nice. It weighs up nicely, and it's actually not on the lighter side, not on the heavier side. It's somewhere in between, gives you the best of both worlds, and it's got a very good grip to it. Coupled that to the suspension, obviously this car is not meant for cornering. It's a family car. You're from point A to point B, with obviously a lot of features, and you can obviously go for some mild off-roading since it has 200 mm of ground clearance. And as you mentioned that the floor is completely flat, so I mean, this is what Citroen says. So you'll be able to use that entire 200 mm of ground clearance from start to end, and it has a 20.5 degree approach angle and a 25 degree departure angle. So I mean, if you combine all of that, it is kind of a mild off-roader. But recommended not to take it off-roading because since it's a 4x2 and not a 4x4. So yeah, that was the engine part. Now let's talk about the seats. Seats are again very comfortable. On a long journey, you will not get tired out. I think after 300-400 kilometers, you might need a small brake because the backrest is good, no doubt about it, but it's a little hard for my liking. Other than that, the under thigh support, the side bowstrings all keep you in position. Obviously, this is a car not meant for cornering or high-speed cornering, so they have not given this aggressive side bolsters. But the seat is nice, it's comfortable. People of all sizes will fit in it comfortably. Now let's talk about the safety features. So as far as the safety features goes, so I mean, yeah, it has a reverse parking camera. It has sensors. It also has ABS. It has halo assist. It has airbags, and it also gets electronic stability control. So if you couple that, you have a pretty safe car. And see, I'm in 4th gear and I'm doing like a 60. And if I just floor it, you can see. Okay, now I shifted to 3rd, and I am just boosting away. So yeah, I mean, it is a pretty nice engine, very peppy engine. It can be fast, you can drive it slow, you can get the best fuel economy since it's a turbo petrol engine. So yeah, it's a fantastic car. It's loaded with features as I explained to you before. So stay tuned till the end of the video because we'll be telling you that when this car will be launching, when the bookings will start, and when the deliveries will start as well. So yeah guys, that was the all-new Citroen C3 Aircross. Well, pricing wise, we'll not be able to tell you right now because this car will be launching next month, that is September. Bookings will also start from September and the deliveries will start from October. However, we can tell you this, that this car is available in 10 color options, out of which 6 are dual tone and 4 are monotone. Well, if you need to know anything about this car, please let us know in the comment section and we will get back to you on that. Until then, if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to all our social media channels. I'm Promeet signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe.